Hello guys, welcome back to another video with me, who talk football. So today we will be seeing where every Football League club belongs based on history, what else? Flipping heck, I forgot. Atmosphere, and just status in the Football League anyway. So let's just kick it right off. Accrington Stanley, League 2. Bournemouth, League 1, I'll go League 1. High League 1. I know they spent a couple years in the Premier League and Championship for a good decade now, I would say, but historically they've always been a small team. I mean, if you look at their stadium alone, then yeah, you could tell they're a small team. Wimbledon. Depends where you factor in old Wimbledon. Because if it's new Wimbledon, then they're down here. But if I'm just gonna say old Wimbledon too, so I'll put old Wimbledon, old and new Wimbledon combined. I think are bigger than Bournemouth, mainly because old Wimbledon used to be in the top flight and won an FA Cup. So yeah, Arsenal. I think it's obvious. Premier League, one of the biggest sides in England, one of the biggest sides in the world actually. But yeah, so Aston Villa, another Premier League side. Aston Villa won a Champions League, multiple league titles, FA Cups, Champions League this recently. Their state Villa Park, they sell it out almost every week. I do like Villa Park, to be fair. Villa Park's a very good stadium. Fans are quite good. Barnet, yeah, League 2. Fans don't make any noise. They're missing a stand. Yeah. Even though they have got a bit of history. Like I remember Edgar Davids played for them for a while, for a minute. Yeah. So yeah. Barnsley, low championship, I would say. Yeah. So I Barnsley are a very interesting one. If you look at who's got the most seasons in the championship, Barnsley is up there. Their fan base is alright, it's average. Obviously, I know recently they've not done as well, but they've always kind of been a yo-yo team. So yeah. Barrow, very small team, League 2. Don't really need to say anything else. Birmingham. I'm going to put Championship for now. Mainly because they are a big team. They've not really won anything, though. I think they won... Did they win the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup? They've won 2 major trophies anyway, I know that. Very solid fan base. Yeah, that's really all I have to say for Birmingham. Right. Blackburn Rovers. For me, it's got to be Premier League. They've won a Premier League. Yeah. So they've had very many great players like Alan Shearer. Yeah. Ewood Park's a good stadium, even though their fan base right now isn't very good. I would admit that, but at one point they were a big club. Blackpool I'll put League One in between Wimbledon and Bournemouth because yeah, they've got a bit of history. Mostly been in these 2 leagues. I would mostly put them in League One though. Bolton, I would say on par with Birmingham. Very decent fans. Prime Barclays Premier League. So yeah, Bradford. Bradford High League One. Obviously, they've not really got any history. I know they made it to the Carabao Cup final with a massive upsets. Like, was it this year Swansea won it? Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was fun. They had one Premier League season. Except for, and also, but I think we can't underestimate. Valley Parade is a very good stadium, very good fan base. Sell it out. Well, get most. It gets a lot of attendances every week. Let's just say that. Right, Brentford. Brentford, I will put higher than Bournemouth. Brentford, even though they're one of these. I'll put Brighton in there as well. Brentford, Brighton, and Bournemouth. They're all like the same teams. They're all small teams with good owners who have risen up through the leagues. They're like a Wrexham of nowadays. And where are they? Where's Stockport? Or like a Stockport, wherever they are. I can't find. There they are. Yeah, like they're like a Stockport. But yeah, not much history either. They've not won anything. Bristol City. I put above Barnsley, but not by much. They've not really done anything. Been in the Championship for a good, steady Championship team. Obviously, getting playoffs last season, but this season, yeah, not doing too well. Right, Bristol Rovers put down here. Yeah, again, I don't really know much about them here, really. I know they get decent attendances for League Two. Bromley, I'd play one of these sides. They're like a Barrow. Burnley. Ah, another one of these sides. They're kind of equal. Burnley, very historic team. I think they got two top flight trophies. If I'm not wrong, I think they got an FA Cup as well. Been in a Premier League side for a couple seasons now. Kind of yo-yoing between the leagues. So yeah, Burton. Um, Put them here. They've had one championship season. Um, yeah, nothing really else to say. Not really done anything else. Cambridge, down here. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about Cambridge. Cardiff. Are they bigger than Birmingham? I'll put them on here. Biggest team in Wales. Couple Premier League seasons on their belt. Um, what? Pretty sure have they won a top flight? I don't think they are. Bit of it there, but yeah. Uh, oh dear. True. Um, yeah, I would say they've won an FA Cup. That's it really. So yeah, another one of these teams. Actually, I'll bump Burnley up some. Put them in front of Bolton. Yeah, Charlton. Yeah, I'll put them there. They're kind of equal to Bristol City. They did have a couple Premier League seasons. Except for that, they've not really done anything. Have they won an FA Cup or a League Cup? I swear they have. Let me have a look. I think they have. Uh, I'll have a look. Yeah, they've won an FA Cup. So yeah, I would put them down here. Yeah. And oh, what's the name of that stadium? Oh God, the Valley. I think is it the Valley? Yeah, I'll just stick with the Valley. Anyway, Chelsea. They're obviously Premier League. Uh, are they bigger than Arsenal? It's very close, but I think Chelsea are bigger than Arsenal. I think they got more foreign people know about Chelsea than Arsenal, I would think, and support Chelsea. Mainly because Chelsea's got 2 Champions League, Arsenal got nothing. Even Arsenal have way more FA Cups and league titles, but European trophies are just the biggest trophies. So and obviously Stamford Bridge is quite a good stadium. I think it's the oldest in the Premier League. It's either that or Villa Park, I think, or Craven Cottage maybe. But yeah, so they're both big teams, but I think Chelsea just might be slightly bigger. Cheltenham down here, one of these teams. Chesterfield. I'll put on par with Bournemouth, obviously. I've seen Chesterfield. I live in Derbyshire, but yeah, very similar teams, but obviously Bournemouth Premier League right now and Chesterfield League 2. I think the highest they've been is the second tier, so Championship. So yeah, Colchester. No. Another one of these teams. Coventry. Yeah, Cov. There, down there. Obviously, they're top of the league championship at the minute, but they get quite good attendances. They've won an FA Cup and fan base is pretty good. So yeah. Crawley, one of these teams. I don't really. These teams here, Cheltenham, Crawley, Barnet, Burton, Barrow, and Bromley. I don't really know much about them, but I know their fan base is pretty small. Crewe. I'm going to put Crewe down here next to Accrington Stanley for now. They could potentially move up. Crystal Palace. Ooh. Another one of these teams. Won an FA Cup. Selhurst Park is a good stadium, I would say. Got a really good fan base. Yeah. Except for that, they've not really done anything in their history except for win a FA Cup last season. So Derby. So this is my team, obviously. I'm a bit biased, but I'm going to put it as Premier League. Mainly because I think, obviously, we got the lowest points tally, which, yeah, we don't speak about that. Anyway, we got 2 league titles, 1 FA Cup. Have we got a league? We might have a League Cup. No, we don't. Anyway, yeah, so, and we got our away fan base is one of the best in the Championship, if not the best. We got a very good away following. Yeah. Is that all I got? Yeah, so I'd say either low down. I would say low down Premier League or high up Championship. Anyway, Doncaster. Yeah, I would say down here. Not really much to say about Doncaster. So yeah, Everton, quite obvious Premier League. Are they bigger than the Villa? No. Yeah, never been relegated from the Premier League. Top flight trophies, like 6 of them, I think. Obviously not Premier League, but Division 1 was kind of like the It was the Premier League without sponsors. Anyway, Exeter. Another one of these teams I don't really know much about. Fleetwood, yeah, they're down here. I'd put down here. Formed quite late on, like some of these clubs, but they don't get much at home, I don't think. Their fan bases, well, it's alright for League Two. Lower down League Two side. Fulham. Honestly, I think Fulham are down here. They're a staple of the Premier League, don't get me wrong, but they've won nothing. What have they done? They got to a Europa League final, I think. But, except for that, what have they done? And Craven Cottage it's a good stadium, to be fair. The fan base is one of the smallest in the Premier League. And it would be mid-championship at best. So, yeah. Don't roast me in the comments. Right. Gillingham. Yeah, and what do I say? Yeah, I would say here. Grimsby, yeah, here again. Harrogate. They're like Barrow. These teams down here. Team that's not been in the Football League for the first time. Stadium is, let's be honest, it's crap. The stadium's crap. But they're a small club, so yeah, that's probably why. Huddersfield. I think Huddersfield are quite a big team. The first team in English history to go back to back to back league titles. Their fan base is decent. Their stadium's decent. So yeah, I think they're on par with Fulham, even though Fulham's got no trophies. Hull, they've not won no major trophies. No major trophies. A few Premier League seasons under the belt. Fan base is alright. Stadium's alright. Solus Bowl. Bit like Pride Park, but at least Pride Park's got a Greggs outside. So, yeah. Ipswich. Biggest team yet. European trophy, obviously. Europa League, to be specific. I can't say that word. But, yeah. Portman Roads is a very good stadium. I would love to go there on an away day. But Derby, I can't get tickets for Derby at the minute. Yeah, that's really all I got to say. They've got a quite good fan base. Leeds. Bigger. I'll put them here. Leeds, obviously. We reached the Champions League final, by the way. They're probably won a few league titles. Missed out on the Barclays Premier League, unfortunately, for them. But when we played them in the FA Cup this year, it was the best away to fans we've seen. They won 3 English league titles, 1 FA Cup, and 1 League Cup. So they definitely got a lot of history. And Ellen Road is a fortress in the Premier League. Yeah, so hoping to stay up in the Premier League this season. Leicester's also in there, I will admit. If you've won a Premier League, then you gotta be in there. You gotta be if you've won a Premier League, you gotta be in the Premier League tier. So yeah. King Power Stadium, it's another bowl like Pride Park. So yeah. Leyton Orient. I'll put them down here. Another team. I don't really know much about them. I know they reached the playoff final last year. League One playoff final, could have got promoted. So yeah. Having a poor season, I'd say this season. Lincoln, stick him next to Gillingham and Donny. Yeah, having an amazing season this season, by the way. The fans are underrated. I would say they got very good fans. So yeah, Liverpool. Oh, it's one of the big two. Liverpool. They've won 6 Champions leagues, 20 league titles altogether, including first divisions and Premier League. Amazing players. Anfield is an absolute amazing stadium. Amazing fans, known worldwide. So yeah, Luton. That's another hard one. League Cup, obviously. Spent a few years in the top flight. One season, one Premier League season. Yeah. Obviously, Kenilworth Road is. It's definitely an iconic stadium, but it's definitely too small for Luton, and the fan base is. It's all right. It's good. It's good. City. What do I say about these? City have a very good fan base. Multiple league top flights. A lot of Premier Leagues. Won treble winners. So yeah. Centurions. Aha, here's the big one. Manchester United. By far the biggest club in England. Most fans, most known worldwide. Biggest stadium in England, except for Wembley. Yeah. 20 league titles, multiple Champions Leagues. Their fan base is massive, huge, big. One of the biggest clubs in the world, with Real Madrid, then Barcelona. So yeah, Mansfield out. Put them here next to Accrington Stanley. Another team I don't really know much about. So yeah, Middlesbrough. I'll go here next to Bolton. Their fan base is really good. I would say that. Having a good season this season, even though they just dropped out the automatics due to marking that. What was I about to say? I don't know what I was about to say. Anyway, yeah, they've won a League Cup under Steve McLaren. It's pretty much it. They got a really good fan base, so I would have them next to Bolton, Coventry, Crystal Palace, all the cup winners. Millwall. I think that not won a major trophy. Their fan base is good. They are pretty known nationally. Maybe not really known anywhere else. So yeah, don't really have anything else to comment about Millwall. MK Dons, they go down there. Practically stole the club. So yeah, and they're the notoriously known as the most hated club in the country. So yeah, Newcastle. I think they're by far not as big as Villa and Everton. They are a big club, don't get me wrong, but Everton and Villa fan base is miles better, and they got. I don't know if they have more trophies, but they certainly got a similar amount of trophies. But Newcastle up here, they got 4 First Division titles, something like 6 FA Cups. So yeah, and also obviously won the League Cup last season, which I forget, forgetting, but they've had many great players to play for them, like Alan Shearer, and I'm trying to think who else. Yeah. Anyway, Newport. They're a smaller team. Put them down here. Don't really know nothing about them. Same with Northampton. Norwich City. Norwich. Put here. Yo-yo club between the Premier League Championship for many years now. Yeah. Maybe, I think they won an FA Cup, maybe. FA Cup, maybe. League. I'm trying to think. They've won 2 League Cups. Yeah, multiples. And 2 League Cups. Yeah, they got a pretty good fan base. Yeah, it's pretty much all I have to say. Forest. Even though I hate to admit it, I'm a Derby fan. Can't put them up there. Won 2 Champions League. I think they've won a league title as well. So, yeah, unfortunate. Notts County. High League One. The first professional club ever founded. Not the first ever football club, because that belongs to Sheffield FC. But first professional football club. So that makes them bigger. Their fan base is pretty good. I think they've won FA Cups. I'm not sure if they won First Divisions. But, so yeah. That's really all I gotta say. Oldham, I think another League One side. Very good fan base, very underrated. So, yeah. Oxford. Think they got a League World Cup win? If you don't, I'm not wrong. If I'm not wrong. They're fine. Their stadium is absolutely crap, by the way. Like, to all the Oxford fans watching, I feel so sorry for you. The Qatar Stadium's absolutely crap. So yeah, Peterborough, historically always been League One, League Two. Very successful in current times. In recent times, getting championship promotions. So yeah, Plymouth, very good fan base. In the championship last season, they were one of the best. Away from in the middle of nowhere, no one being around them, they got a very good following. So yeah, Port Vale put in here. Don't really know nothing much about them. Portsmouth, oh, FA Cup winners. Fratton Park's an absolute fortress. Yeah, that's really all I gotta say. Absolutely amazing fans. Yeah. Preston, they can go here next to Bristol City. Been in the championship so long. First ever First Division winners. They went back to back as well. I think they might have an FA Cup. So yeah. QPR, another one of these teams. Few years in the Premier League. So yeah. Reading holds the record for the most championship points ever. Few Premier League years, except for that. Nothing really about them. How long? Half an hour I've been recording. Rotherham, down here. historically League One, League Two. Yo-yo team between the Championship and League One in recent years, but their following's absolutely crap. It's not good at all. Salford, like MK Dons, a newer team. They were a Sunday League team before the class of '96 came in, so yeah, I'm just gonna let you think on that one. Ooh, Sheffield United. Put Sheffield United in Premier League. Yeah. Sheffield United, very good fan base. Bramall Lane's a very old stadium. What else I gotta say? Yeah, they got league titles. I'm pretty sure they got some FA Cups too. So, yeah, that's all I've got to say. Sheffield Wednesday. I'm going to put them in Championship. I know that's going to be very controversial because their fan base is massive for the Championship, but they've not been in the Premier League for so long. 36 years, I would say. So, I'm sure they've got some league titles. They got 4 league titles, 3 FA Cups, so, and 1 League Cup. Even though they're very historical. Actually, screw it. Sheffield United, you're moving down, mate. Yeah, so Sheffield Wednesday is bigger. They got the attendances. So yeah, Shrewsbury. Another one of these teams I don't know much about. Southampton. Next to their rivals, Portsmouth. They got a very good fan base. St Mary's is a good stadium. In terms of trophies, they got one FA Cup and yeah, they got an FA Cup. So yeah, but in terms of fan base, they are one of the biggest. Stevenage, I know they're pretty small, so put down here. You know, put them next to Crawley down here. Stockport, low League One, yeah. Stoke. Surprised I didn't won anything. Won much, but they got good fan base. Obviously, a staple of the Premier League, Barclays Premier League. So yeah, Sunderland, another Premier League team. Them and Newcastle are very similar. Sunderland have multiple league titles, FA Cups. So and yeah, Swansea. Even though they got an FA Cup, it's gonna stick them down here because their fan base, even though they're in the middle of nowhere, is still not very good. Even at home, they don't fill out very much. Yeah, so yeah, and they've only won a League Cup. So. And so, I mean, teams like Luton and Oxford have won a League Cup. So, and even Bradford got to the final against them in not long ago. So, Swindon, very good fan base, I would say. Premier League years, yeah. Spurs. If they go down this year, they could be removed as the Big Six. Actually, no, they couldn't because Villa and City got relegated and they weren't removed. Actually, not recently, but when they're big. No, I don't think they are a Big Six club by far. Their fan base is much bigger than Villa's worldwide. Yeah, Europa. They got multiple Europa leagues. I think they got 3 leagues. Couple League Cups as well. So yeah. Tranmere. Yeah, I'll put them there. Walsall, I'll also put Walsall there. Watford, lower down. They got no major trophies. Even though they've been in the few years in the Premier League recently. West Ham. They've won not a lot. They've won a Conference League recently, but except for that, they've not really done anything surprisingly. But their fan base is absolutely huge. Even though I do feel for them because they have a crap stadium, but yeah. So yeah. Wigan. They've got a League Cup. No, an FA Cup, I think. They went down that season too. But yeah, I would say Wigan's a decently sized team. Their fan base isn't very good. Like, I'm gonna be honest, but in the Premier League it was quite good. But nowadays it's not doing too well. So yeah, Wrexham. Even I know their Championship, and I know there's a lot of following now, but historically they've always been a League Two team. Highest they've ever been is a Championship about twice. They've won nothing. They've had before the takeover of Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney. Absolutely, they only brought in 5k a week, so they just doubled their fan base in like quite a few years, which good for them. But yeah, Wickham down here, Wolves. Oh crap, Wolves. Put there. They've won quite a few. They've won quite a few trophies. They've won league. They won first divisions. I'm pretty sure they got. Is it? Did they win the Europa League or did they go to the final? They got 3 top flight titles, 4 FA Cup. They got 2 League Cups. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, they're pretty. Put them over Leeds actually. I think Leeds and Wolves are relatively the same, but let me just count how much I got in every. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19. So I can promote one team. Who is it? Ipswich or Sheffield United? Gonna go Ipswich. Ipswich have a good fan base. They also got European pedigree, so yeah. So Premier League. So these are the biggest teams in the country. So first Man U, second Liverpool, third Chelsea, fourth Arsenal, fifth City, sixth Tottenham, seventh Aston Villa, eighth Everton, ninth Newcastle, 10th Sunderland, 11th Forest, 12th Leicester, 13th Blackburn, 14th West Ham, 15th Leeds, 16th Wolves, 17th Wednesday, 18th Derby, 19th West Brom, and then 20th Ipswich. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Perfect. So, 21st we got Sheffield United. 22nd, Portsmouth. 23rd, Southampton. 24th, Birmingham. 25th, Cardiff. 26th, Burnley. 27th, Crystal Palace. 28th, Middlesbrough. 29th, Bolton. 30th, Coventry. 31st, Norwich. 32nd, Huddersfield. 33rd, Fulham. 34th, Charlton. 35th, Reading. 36th, Stoke. 37th, Swansea. 38th, Hull. 39th, QPR. 40th, Preston. 41st, Watford. 42nd, Bristol City. 43rd, Millwall. And 44th, Barnsley. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, I gotta move team down, so Port Vale, you can go down. So, 45th, Bradford. 46th, Notts County. 47th, Plymouth. 48th, Luton. 49th, Wimbledon. 50th, Blackpool. 51st, Oldham. 52nd, Wigan. 53rd, Oxford. 54th, Brentford. 55th, Brighton. 56th, Bristol Rovers. 57th, Bournemouth. 58th, Swindon. 59th, Chesterfield. 60th, Grimsby. 61st, Lincoln. 62nd, Gillingham. 63rd, Doncaster. 64th, Rotherham. 65th, Peterborough. 56th, Stockport. 57th, Tranmere. And 58th, Walsall. Meaning in league. And then 59th, Port Vale. 70th, Leyton Orient. 71st, Crewe. 72nd, Wrexham. 73rd, Accrington. 74th, Mansfield. 75th, Shrewsbury. 76th, Cambridge. 77th, Exeter. 78th, Colchester. 79th, Wickham. 80th, Northampton. 81st, Cheltenham. 82nd, Newport. 83rd, Stevenage. 84th, Crawley. 85th, Barnet. 86th, Fleetwood. 87th, Burton. 88th, Harrogate. 89th, Barrow. 90th, Bromley. 91st, Salford. And the smallest team in the 92 is MK Dons. So, yeah, that concludes this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what you think about it if you get to the end of the video. If you did, congrats to you, because it's a very long video. So, yeah. So, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!